Okay, this video was going to be drastically different before I got sick, so you gotta forgive me for my low energy and for my scratchy voice. But because Black Panther Wakanda Forever is my most anticipated movie of the year, and Marvel just dropped the official trailer, I felt like I should talk about it. The first thing that I wanted to talk about before we get to the actual movie is the recasting, or should I say the non-recasting, of Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa. This has been the subject of conversation around this movie for quite some time now, and in the last few months it's actually starting to get louder and louder. But I would say they actually did the right thing. Now, I remember when I first got the news of Chadwick Boseman's passing, the emotions that swelled up in me. So someone who was there with him probably every day on set and hung out with him beyond set in the cast and crew, I felt like it would have just been too soon for Chadwick Boseman to pass away, and then 2 to 3 months later, Kevin Feige or Disney would say, hey, here's the new T'Challa, make it work. Director Ryan Coogler, who directed the first Black Panther and also who's directing this one, said that Chadwick Boseman's death affected him so much that he was considering walking away from filmmaking forever. Now, in due time, I'm pretty sure they can reintroduce T'Challa. But with the casting crew and what we've seen in these trailers, it looks like that this movie is going to be a beautiful tribute to the actor. Another thing I want to talk about is Namor, because Namor looks awesome. I mean, he looks amazing. Now, in the comics, Namor was the prince and soon to become king of Atlantis. But in this movie, I don't think that they're going to do Atlantis because they don't want to get Namor and Aquaman kind of mixed up with the casual viewers. But his kingdom is going to be named Talokan. I'm gonna put it right here. Talokan. I hope I'm saying that right. Another thing that I really like is they're not just making them just creatures underwater that are people too, but these Talokanians, I guess if you want to say, these underwater creatures, they're going to be taken after Mayan culture. So we're going to get to see a different culture, but underwater, which I think is a great idea. And I've got this question from my friends. They're saying, hey, is Namor a bad guy? Or is he going to be the main villain? See, I don't think that they're going to be the main villains. I do think that they're going to have a little disagreement with the Wakandans. But I think when it's all said and done, they're going to join together and then fight a bigger threat. One thing I loved about the first Black Panther, and I hope that they bring some of that onto this one, is there's not just one big bad, but they're actually fighting ideologies, which, hey, I believe that this is right, but no, but this is right, and they kind of clash, but at the same time, you can see where both sides are coming from. And also, the actor of Namor, Tenoch Huerta, he also said this quote: Latin Americans are always the bad guys in Hollywood movies, and now we are the heroes, or an anti-hero in this instance. The introduction of Riri Williams into this movie is, I think, very smart as well, because a lot of people don't know her, and if you don't know her, she's pretty much like the female version of Iron Man. She went to MIT and she basically built an Iron Man suit in her dorm room. But Tony Stark, you can absolutely believe that he can build an Iron Man suit with his level of intelligence and his unlimited supply of money. But having Riri Williams actually make her Mark I Iron Man suit in Wakanda, where she has those resources right there at the palm of her hands, actually makes a lot more sense. The final thing I want to talk about is this. I was always Team Shuri as the next Black Panther. I mean, I know in the comics that Killmonger had got resurrected several times, but Shuri is just the right fit for me. All indications are pointing to us that, yeah, it is Shuri, and the trailers definitely want us to believe that it is her. But my thing is, if she is going to take up the mantle, if she is going to be our Black Panther going forward, why show that to us in the trailer? I mean, look, there's some things that Marvel has shown us, and there's some stuff that Marvel hasn't shown us. I mean, don't get me wrong, us as nerds and fans of the movies, we kind of put things together and we kind of figure it out on our own. But at the same time, if it's something like this, I just felt like they would have held on to it until you saw it in the theater. But whether it's Shuri, Okoye, or Nakia, I am super excited for where they take the character next. Once again, I'm sorry that my energy is on the floor today. I need to go lay down. But are you guys excited about the movie as I am? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.